Hey y'all, it's Merry Christmas, and today I'm gonna be reviewing the 24th episode of Golden Kamuy. And y'all, if any of y'all seen the episode, y'all know what my rating is gonna be, but I'm gonna still save it for the end of the video, cause shit, this episode was fucking lit. Every fucking scene was lit. I gotta say, even though we only were introduced to Nopparango for a short amount of time, it did enough just to characterize him in regards to his philosophy that if people send their kids in danger and all that, then Nopparango also feels like he should send his own child in danger if he feels like change should be necessary. At least that's what the episode implied when you had like the end scene where this captain's like, I'm gonna send my son to be a leader, and looking and thinking about it that way, Nopparango was probably the same thing. I kind of like that. How, through subtle means, it pretty much gave us at least a good amount of what we had to know about Nopparango. And then aside from that, it was also nice how this episode was giving us hope that everything was going to be, at least for the most part, happy. That Nopparango was going to be with Asirpa. They were going to find out about the gold, and we were going to get a happy-ass finale, and I was like, in my mind, yay! It was all seeming good, and then Ogata had to be a fucking little killjoy, and just shoot Sugimoto and kill Nopparango, and I was like, fuck! That fucking piece of shit! But you know what? I loved it, because from a writing perspective, it did a good job of making me feel one emotion, then tearing me apart, and making me feel a completely different emotion in a fucking great way. So I gotta give props to the anime for doing that. Most shows, when they try to do that, it feels like an ugly whiplash effect. But here, it just felt like it was done artfully, you know? So that was another cool thing about this episode that I really appreciated. And it's golden motherfucking Kamuy. And you know, things, they don't come easily at all. So that was a plus. And then I also like how it gave more attention when it made it seem like the incarnate was gonna die when you have like this, when she got this stab wound from Kiroranke and she kept the blade in her stomach area so that everyone knew, like Shirashi and other people knew that, not Shirashi, it was someone else that saw that. She did it so that people knew it was Kiroranke, that was a traitor and all that. So that was another cool elements too about the episode. And then aside from that, I like how this episode also expanded Sugimoto's goals, because not only is his only goal to get reunited with Asirpa, his goal now is to also kill Ogata that almost killed him, because he shot him, but it was like in the side of his forehead, and he wants to kill Kiranke. And I like that too. It's going to give Sugimoto more goals, it's going to make the anime much more intense and more emotional, and shit. I always love that kind of stuff when animes are intense and emotional. So those are all positive elements about this episode. I'd say really the only downside is maybe a bit of the animation here and there. Like when Hijikata was fighting against the old dude, there wasn't a lot of cool looking choreography, which they could have done because there's rarely any sword fights in this show. So I really thought the animators were going to go all out with like the sword Sakuga. And then another complaint I had about the animation was the CG bears came back for like just a tiny little bit. I was like, damn, can't you all just draw a bear for like the finale, animators? Just this once, please? Por favor? But really, those are not going to affect my score because these are fun. Those are just like little fucking small ass complaints. Because everything else was well done. Because when it showed off that little sequence where Asirpa was dreaming about Sugimoto and Sugimoto told her that he's gonna get her back, that was a beautiful sequence right there, and it was well animated. So the animators, at least for the important scenes, for the emotional scenes, they did their job. And then additionally, I gotta emphasize this episode also did good about kind of changing up the status quo, because now he's kind of lost all of his tattoos, so now he's gonna find a way to get at least one of those back from Tsurumi. You have Sugimoto and Tanigaki traveling with one of the subordinates of Tsurumi, so that shit's gonna be lit, and it could lead into some pretty hilarious interactions between Sugimoto that fucking Sidami fanboy. So that was nice. So it really sets itself nicely for a season 3. And yeah, this episode had a lot of payoff, and it had a lot of build up for a potential season 3, which hopefully we get. And taking all these factors into consideration, because even though the animation wasn't perfect, we made a lot of plot progression because they finally got out of the prison. Nopparango died, so we made a lot of progress. And then Sugimoto is going to start searching for a Sirpa. And then you had Ogata and fucking looking vicious as fucked towards our Sirpa. So those were really all positive elements from a story perspective. From a character standpoint, we made a lot of development. Sugimoto has new renewed goals. We had characterization for Nopparanbo in this little episode. And then also, we had a lot of development with the relationship with Kirokane and Tanegaki, where now they care about each other even more, and that was really beautiful. And now, mentally, Incarnate can kind of move on now that, sadly, Nopparanbo died now, so at least that should make the relationship a bit more wholesome. And that's going to give Tanegaki more goals now. Now he's got to stay alive to go back to his loved one, Incarnate, and also take Yasirpa back to her grandmother. So, ever-expanding goals. So we also had character development for Tanegaki. And that's what really made this episode beautiful. The character, story, and the sound was perfect too. Like, well-placed music, great voice acting. You really can't ask for more. And that's why, despite some of the animation issues, this episode still gets my brand spanking 11 out of fucking 10. And for any of y'all that hasn't seen this show, see it because it's fucking legit. And I'm gonna eagerly anticipate season 3 if it ever gets one. So anyways, guys and gals, these are my thoughts on the episode. Comment down your thoughts on the episode below in the comment section. Rate the video. Subscribe if y'all want to see more reviews and reactions from my channel. And I'll see you guys later. Subscribe for more, and please share the video if y'all want to. And have a great and safe Christmas, everyone. Bye-bye.